Good morning. Today we're here at the Dojang. We're going to go ahead and do a nice little flow, just enough to get your day started. So come to the middle of your mat. Stand tall in mountain pose. Both of your hands, palms facing forward, 2 millimeter lift in your chest. Give yourself a nice little smile. Lift those toes off of the mat and try to place them down one at a time. This is going to ground us into our practice today. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in and reach your hands all the way up to the sky. As soon as those hand palms touch, you're going to bend through, forward fold, hinging from the hips, nice and gentle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, reaching your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Stepping back, high plank to low plank, upward facing dog or cobra. Press your hips back to the sky, downward facing dog. Stepward glide to the middle of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Stepping your feet back. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Press those hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Pedal out your dog, bending those knees. Nice and gentle. Stepping your feet back to the middle of the mat. Just getting our spines warmed up here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Then sink into chair pose. Try to straighten that back just a little bit more. I like to have a mudra in my hands here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Stepping back, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. A big smile. Press those hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Now your right foot is coming to the top of the mat. Your left heel is going to be placed all the way down. You're going to reach your hands high to the sky, pressing a little extra weight into that right knee. Warrior one. Then we're going to open warrior two. Feeling strong in that front leg now. Then take your left hand, reach it back, right hand comes up and around. Peaceful warrior. On your next exhalation, right forearm to right knee. Left hand comes up. Extended side angle. Hands to the top of the mat. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And from here, you should feel a little bit more flexibility in your body. So walk out that dog just a little bit. On your next exhalation, step that left foot to the front of the mat. Right heel comes down, parallel with the back of the mat. Hands reach all the way up, warrior one. Bending that left knee just a little bit more, feeling nice and strong. Opening to warrior two. Right hand comes to the back of your right leg. Left hand reaches up and back. Peaceful warrior. Left forearm to left thigh. Right hand reaches up and out. Extended side angle. Feeling nice and strong in that front leg. Hands to the top of the mat. Stepping back, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Right foot to the top of the mat. Reaching those hands up, warrior one. Opening, warrior two. Now interlace the hands behind your back. Pull your chest up and backward, bend just a slight bit here. And hinge forward. Humble warrior. Nice little inversion for the morning. Then have those hands pull you back up nice and strong. A little extra bend in that knee. Release your hands, bring them to the top of the mat. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Big smile. Downward facing dog. Left foot to the front of the mat. Right heel comes down. Reach your hands up, warrior one. Open to warrior two. From here, take those hands, interlace them behind your back. Slight back bend here. Then hinge forward. Humble warrior. Now have those arms pull your body up nice and strong. Let go. Bring your hands to the top of the mat. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now step or glide to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, sink back, chair pose. Nice strong legs here. Hands to prayer position. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Hinge forward. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee, taking a twist. Back to center. Left elbow to right knee. Back to our twist. Back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Press those hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Now step or glide both feet to the top of the mat. And as we stand here, just let your head hang. Nice and gentle. Release all the tension in your face. And take your hands and we're gonna step on top of your fingertips here. You can bend your knees if you need to. Whatever's more comfortable for you. Going into gorilla. Don't forget to breathe here. Breathe in, breathe out. You're going to press your feet down onto those hand palms while you're pulling up with your hands, giving yourself a nice little stretch. Belly to those thighs. Heels are grounded into the mat beneath you. On your next exhale, you're going to slowly take your feet off of your hand palms. Hand palms come down to the mat, stepping back. You know the deal. Hide a low plank. Upward facing dog. Press those hips up. Downward facing dog. Now your right leg comes high to the sky. Bend that knee, flex that foot. Little ankle twist here. Opening that hip up nice and gentle. If you want, you can move your whole leg around. Move that ankle around. When you're ready, you can go ahead and flip your dog. Breathing in and out. Right hand comes back down to the mat. We're going to shift all of our weight onto our right side. Now, if you want to be comfortable here, you could put your right foot down for some more stability, or our side plank, or both feet up, left hand extended to the sky, side plank. And from here, we're going to take our left foot, bring it to the front of the mat. You can use a helping hand if you wish. We're going into a runner's lunge. Hands come up. Bring your hand palms together down to heart center. You're going to lean your body forward, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. If you would like here, you can put that right knee down. If you want a little bit more, pull that knee up. Back to center. Hands come down to the top of the mat, hide a low plank. Upward facing dog. Big smile. Press your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Now your left leg comes high to the sky. Press your heel towards the ceiling. Bend your knee, keep your foot flexed. Ankle circles. Opening up that hip nice and wide. You can use your whole leg if you'd like. Whatever works best for you. And when you're ready, you can go ahead, flip that dog. Now our left hand's coming back down to the mat, putting all of our weight on our left side. Hips come high. You're going to keep them stacked. Right hand high to the sky, side plank. And when you're ready, take that right leg, swing it forward, and that right foot comes to the top of the mat. Runner's lunge. Hands reach up to the air. Hand palms touch, slide them down to heart center. We're going to go into our twist now. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to untwist, back to center. Hands come to the top of the mat, hide a low plank. Upward facing dog. Press those hips up. Downward facing dog. Step or glide both feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Once your hand palms touch, bring them down to heart center. Take a breath here. In and out through the nose. Now we're going to get ready for our balancing postures. I like to stand tall, back in mountain pose, and sometimes we think, well, we know how to stand. But let's focus on where we're placing our weight right now. Are you forward, backwards? Maybe one leg has more weight than the other. Try to really balance it out here. Lift those toes up off the mat. Set them down one at a time as best as you can. Grounding your feet back into the mat beneath you. Hand palms face forward, deep breath in. Exhale it all out. Now shift your weight onto the left side. We're going to lift up that right knee to about midsection. Grab that right knee. Standing leg raise. Left hand can come out to the side. I like to have a mudra. And then you can open up that right hip. Here's where we find our drishti, that single pointed focus. It always helps for a little extra balance when you're looking at one spot right in front of you. And when you're ready, lower that left hand, right knee comes back to the front. We're going to press that leg all the way back into airplane. And here, if you'd like a block, you could place it right in front of your hand. It'll help you with some balance. Or do your best. Airplane pose. Now take your left hand, bring it down to the mat. Right hand comes up into half moon. Breathe in, breathe out. Right hand comes down to meet the left. Bring that right leg all the way down to the mat. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, bring those hand palms to heart center. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out through the nose. We're going to shift our weight onto the right side now. That left knee is coming up about waist high. Grab that left knee. Right hand comes out to the side. I always put my hand palms up to reach the heavens to connect. Or if you want, you could reach your hand palm down for grounding. Open up that left hip, pulling that knee to the side. Standing leg raise. Now you could drop that right hand down, bring that left knee back to front, pressing your heel back to the back of the room. Airplane pose. Right hand comes down to the mat. Left hand reaches to the sky. Half moon. Left hand all the way down, meeting with your right. Left leg comes down, left foot meets the right foot. Deep breath in, reaching those hands all the way up. Hand palms connect, slide it down to heart center. Gorgeous. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into dancer's pose. So here we're going to take our left hand out to the side and we're going to kick up our left foot. And we're going to catch our ankle with our left hand. Right hand comes out to the front. You're going to press your heel all the way back and up. Dancer's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Find your drishti, that single pointed focus right in front of you. It'll help with your balance. When you're ready, gently release. Both hands down to the side. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Shifting your weight onto your left foot now. Right hand comes out to the side. Left ankle comes up. Catch that right ankle. Left hand out in front. And press that leg up and back. Dancer's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Then nice and gently, drop the left hand. Come out of the pose. Good. We're going to do one more balancing pose, and then we'll go into grounding our poses all together to wrap it all up. So from here, we're going to take our weight and we're going to shift it onto our left side. Your right leg is going to come up. Your right foot is going to be right in front of that left knee. Now, if you want, you could put a block here. It'll help hold it up, or if not, work with yourself here on your balance. Either way, your body gets the same exact amount of benefit, no matter how you do this posture. Left hand comes up, right hand curves under. Keep that toe pointed down. When you're ready, switch hands. So Shiva. And again, move those hands. Right hand curves down and under, left up and around. Breathing in and out, and switch. Breathing in and out. One more time, switch those hands. And hands to the side, gently bring them down and release that foot all the way to the mat. Now we're going to take our weight, we're going to shift it onto the right side. The same thing, that left knee is going to come up. You're going to point that left toe down right in front of your right knee. Be sure not to touch it onto your knee. Hands come, right hand up and around. You can grab a mudra, right hand curves under, Shiva. Breathing in and out. And switch your hands. Breathing in, on your next exhale, switch. Breathing in, switching your arms. We'll go ahead and do just one more. Beautiful. Both your hands come back down to your sides. Left foot meets right to the mat. There we go. Balancing postures for the day. Next, we're going to ground ourselves into our mats. So you're going to spread your legs nice and wide. Bend your knees down. Your feet are going to be parallel with the edges of your mat. So bend your knees. Hands come into prayer pose. Goddess. Breathing in and out. Now press up, straighten those legs. Hands come to your hips. Deep breath in, and we're going to take a forward fold. Hinging from the waist until you can't hinge anymore. Then allow your spine to round. Interlace your hands behind your back, or you can keep your hands on your hips. Whatever works best for you today in your practice. And don't forget to breathe in and breathe out. And when you're ready, release those hands. Bring them back to your hips. And pull your body up nice and gently. The same way you went in, you're going to come out. And all the way up. A big smile here. Now we're going to step a little bit closer in our stance. And we're going to pivot our feet to where they're both facing the edge of the mat, the top edge. You want them on train tracks to give you a little extra stability and balance here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take both of your hands out as if you're in a warrior two. And you're going to reach that right hand all the way to the front until you can't reach anymore. Your right hand's going to come down, and you could touch your foot, your leg, or the mat, whatever's best for you. Big smile, side angle, triangle. From here, left hand comes down to the mat to meet the right. Right hand comes up, twisting triangle. Breathing in and out here. On your next exhalation, bring that right hand down to meet the left. Then lift your torso up and back around to the front. Good. All right, now we're going to do this on the opposite side. So both of your feet are going to pivot to the other end. Your toes are going to face the right edge and corner of your mat. Train tracks here to give you extra stability. Hands come out as if you were in warrior two with straight legs. You're going to reach your body all the way forward. When you can't reach anymore, that left hand comes down now. Right hand to the sky. Triangle pose. Breathing in and out. On your next exhalation, right hand comes down to meet the left. Left hand comes up to the sky for a twisting triangle. Breathe in, breathe out. And when you're ready, your left hand comes down to meet the right. Lift that torso all the way up and come back to middle. Widen your stance. We're going to do another wide leg forward fold. Hands come to your hips. Deep breath in. Slight back bend now. And when you're ready, hinge from the waist forward. When you can't hinge anymore, allow your spine to start slowly dropping down. Hands can stay on your hips, or you can interlace them behind your back. Lifting them up above your head now. Breathing in and out. On your next exhalation, unlace your fingers, put your hands on your hips, and slowly pull your torso all the way up. Big smile. Good. All right. Now our feet are going to come to meet in the middle of the mat. Take a deep breath. Exhale it all out. And we're going to come down to our knees. Nice and easy here. We've done our balancing postures. We've gotten back grounded. And now we're going to work on some floor work. So what we're going to do is take both of our hands to the sky. Allow them to touch and then quickly release your right hand. Bring it down to your right ankle. Half camel. Feeling that stretch, you should feel it through your left knee all the way up to your fingertips along that left side here. Nice slight back bend. Breathe in, breathe out. On your next exhalation, take that left hand, bring it down to your left ankle. Right hand comes up to the sky. Now you feel that stretch between your right knee and all the way up your right side of your body to your right fingertips. Half camel. And bring that right hand all the way down. From here, both hands are going to meet the mat. You're going to press your hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog. I'm going to step back just a little bit more here in this stance. My right heel is going to face the sky. I'm going to bend that knee and bring that knee to come to my right palm. Going into half pigeon now. Every time I get into pigeon, I love it. Love, love. It's a great hip opener. But I like to look behind me, lift up that left leg and straighten it out as best as you can. You want to make sure that your body is as even as possible from the front of your mat to the back. So I always just take a peek back there and make sure my body looks good. Now you could stay up or you can come down to your forearms. Whatever feels best for you. You can even come all the way down, reaching those hands all the way forward. I like to be on my forearms here, but do what feels best for you. I like to hold this posture just a little bit longer, opening up those hips. And they say that we carry a lot of emotions in our hips. So it's important for myself in my personal practice to open them up, allow them to release, and be present with my practice. 3 more breaths. And when you're ready, you're going to take your hand palms, place them back on the mat in front of you. Lift up that left toe and press both your legs back, right heel back to the sky. Meet your toes on the mat, downward facing dog. And from here, we're going to do the other side. And so left heel, high to the sky, pressing up, bending your knee, bringing it into the left side, your left knee to the left hand palm. Right leg comes back behind us. And again, just take a quick glance behind just to make sure your body's in alignment. Lift that leg up, drop it back down if you need to. And you can stay up like this or back down, forearms, or again, you can place your hands all the way out in front, come all the way down, whatever feels best for you today. I like to be on my forearms here. You should be feeling these in your hips. It feels beautiful. Always a great way for me to get started is I get up in the morning and I love to do my half pigeons. I feel like it wakes my body up. Don't forget to breathe in and breathe out. And if you're feeling any tension in your body, try to breathe into it. And what I mean by that is when you breathe in, imagine the oxygen flowing to that part of your body that you feel that tension in. It should never be painful, but yes, you should feel a little tension here. I'm going to do 3 more breaths. And from here, hands back to the top of the mat. You're going to flip those right toes, pulling your body up, left leg back to the sky, heel up. Bring that left foot down to meet your right. And then bring your knees to the mat. And we're gently coming onto our bellies. So your belly should meet the earth here. And from here, we're going to go to locust. So your hands are going to come to your sides. Your tops of your feet should be on top of your mat. Head should be straight. And when you're ready, you're going to lift everything. Lift your hands and your legs. Locust. Breathing in and out here. And release. Nice and easy. Taking a breath in and out through your nose. And on your next exhalation, you're going to bend your knees. And your hands are going to come back and you're going to catch your feet. Now, this was not always easy for me. So if you need, you could put a strap here and hold a strap around your feet. That will definitely help. And when you're ready, you're going to lift everything up. Floor bow. Breathing in and out. Sometimes it will rock your body backwards and forwards. Two more breaths. And release down nice and easy. And from here, we're going to roll onto our backs, whichever graceful way you can do it. Your feet and your heels are going to come down to the mat. Gently roll down onto your back. And you're going to take both your knees, bend them, and pull them into your chest. Nice and easy. Breathing in and out. Sigh it all out. We're almost there. And then we're going to go into whatever version of happy baby you feel comfortable with. So you can grab the outsides of your feet. And you can kind of rock back and forth. For me, I like to take my hands underneath my knees, kind of on the backs of my legs, and pull them in a little bit tighter. And then you're going to take your knees and pull them back into your chest and release your left leg all the way flat onto the mat. Your right knee is still bent. And you're going to take that right knee and you're going to reach it over to the left side of your body. Right hand comes to the right side. Glance to your right. Take a twist here. Breathing in and out. Three more breaths. And then pull that right knee back into your chest and bring your left knee up to meet it. Give yourself a nice little hug. And we're going to release that right leg down, flat onto the mat. Pull that left knee into your chest. When you're ready, roll it over to the right side. We're going to take a twist here. Left hand comes out. Glance over your left shoulder. Breathing in and out. Three more breaths here. Relaxing down. And when you're ready, bring that left knee back into your chest. Take your right knee, pull it in as well. One last squeeze. And take this time to do whatever other posture you feel like your body may need before you go into your final Shavasana. I always like a good little shoulder stand or waterfall. And this is really nice if you're up against a wall as well. Breathing in and out through your nose. Take three more breaths. And when you're ready,